Happy Saturday, Tour and Cara.
Happy Saturday, Consuela.
Happy Saturday.
Welcome, Cara, to Behind the Brand. We're really excited to be here in Portofino talking with you today.
Oh, it's great to have you guys here. I'm super excited.
So
you've started us with quite a little spread here. This is nice.
Yes,
Of course.
we have a
Portofino
cozy
hospitality.
little table here in
Portofino
Portofino.
hospitality, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tour, take it away.
Yeah. So we are in lovely Portofino, and actually, before even getting into the like questions proper, if you wouldn't mind giving the quick elevator pitch on what is Portofino, where are we, and what can people expect here?
Oh, absolutely. So Portofino is a modern roleplay community.
Mhm.
We're based out of Central California, so South Central, off the Monterey Peninsula. So you have a little
Mhm.
bit of coast, you have a little bit of that wine country feel, a little bit of rustic, a little bit of modern. So we kind of take elements from all over the place and bring them into Portofino as a whole. We have a lot of RP. We've got 13 regions so far.
Wow, 13.
Yeah, and growing, so we're getting there. And really, it's just everyday life kind of RP. So anything that you can think to do realistically, in your day to day, and you just kind of come into Portofino and write your story.
Nice. And and again, apologies. I know I'm going off script here, but for folks that are interested in that, is it purely freeform text writing, or do you have like a HUD system that people use? I know some RP sims are big on having dice mechanics and things, or
Yeah, we don't have a specific HUD system. If there's any kind of combat style, then we'll use the dice system to be fair.
Mhm.
If we use a lot of My Story, everything's My Story
Mm-hmm.
capable. So if people are into that, we've got those options.
Nice.
And really, it's just text based. We don't really do voice RP. So that way people feel like they can stay in character and not branch out and kind of lose that immersiveness.
I feel like that's the most welcoming for people as well, and it also opens up uh, the possibility for people to play characters that are not basically stand-ins for themselves, which is always nice in roleplay because we get enough of ourselves in our first life.
We do. And that's the best part about RP is being able
Yeah.
to create a character that's not yourself and
Yeah.
do and experience things that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah. So let's talk origin stories. Let's talk about Cara
Cara.
Olivieri. Cara,
I
yeah.
messed you up.
Yeah,
Cara.
you keep saying okay, Cara. Yes,
Cara.
we'll get there. So yeah, way back when, what first brought you to Second Life? How did you find out about it? What was your early experience in the grid like?
Yeah.
Because you look like a bit of an old head with nearly 16
Oh
years.
yeah, let's look at the profile.
Yeah, snooping on the
Been
profile.
Yep.
We've been around forever.
Mhm.
I actually had a friend in real life that played Second Life, so I kind of like heard a little bit about it through the friend. And then I didn't really think anything about it, and I randomly came across an online ad for it way back in 2010. And so I joined mostly out of pure curiosity, some mild interest and kind of seeing what that whole digital world was all about. I observed a lot, then got into a lot of the newbie stuff, trying to figure out how things worked. A lot of my the first part of my Second Life was doing a lot of like fashion related stuff because I've been really into that. So I blogged for a while, Kind of
Were
just
you a
hopped
model?
around. No, I didn't get into the modeling thing. I actually thought about it, but I'm like, I found that vloggers had more of an influence and more
Mm,
of a ability to be free in their styling and what they were
mm-hmm.
doing
True.
as
Yeah,
opposed to models.
Mm-hmm.
And I
models.
really,
Yeah, they've definitely got the short end of the creativity stick sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes,
absolutely.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
So yeah, so I really wanted to just be able to do things at my leisure and in
Yeah.
my style and in my way. So that's where I really got into blogging. Had a really good run of it, and then I found the RP universe. And when I started
Okay.
getting into that, I kind of took a back seat in the blogging and really started getting into RP.
Okay. Okay. Um, well, that prompts two curiosities. Do
Mm-hmm.
you remember some of the early stores that you blocked for?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually do. I actually have it. I think probably still in my profile, just as a
Oh,
shout out to the
Mm,
people that,
kind of give you a
um,
start.
yeah.
right, that really got me, where I am.
Mhm.
So, yeah, there was a bunch of events. I want to say my very first person brand that I blogged for was What Next. So I did
Mm,
home and
mm-hmm.
garden
Really?
at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even all the way
The
back then.
arcade was my second one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I've been with Glam Affair, Tetra,
Hmm.
Moss and Mink.
Yeah, I'm looking at your
Um,
list and your picks. That's quite a list.
yeah, there's quite a few that really gave me a wonderful opportunity, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
so thankful for that. Um, they're all
Awesome.
really good designers, really good brands. So yeah, it's definitely an honor.
Yeah. And so you dove into the RP scene, and so walk me through how you went from being a role player to a facilitator of role play.
That's a hell of a story.
Well, that's what we're here for.
That's right.
We're buckled
um,
in. We've got our
yeah,
popcorn and our snacks.
I guess it depends on how nitty gritty you want to get versus keeping it blasé.
I
Um,
I like the nitty gritty.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like,
up to what you're comfortable sharing, but we
okay,
like the
I'm
we like
an
the
open book.
details.
I don't have anything to hide. So,
Okay,
um,
let's
so
pour
I
some tea.
first, yeah, we like tea. Um, so I first started. I actually had a friend who, um, Artie. So I actually had a friend that I met that actually lived in Cedar Creek at the time, which is a community that's been around for a really long time. Beautifully designed. Um, just a lot of changes over the years. So I joined there. Actually got into police work in the police department in the sheriff's office over there. So that was a lot of fun learning about how all of that works RP wise. It was definitely an interesting experience because I've never done it before. Spent some good time over there, met a lot of people. And that's where I met my best friend. So Harlan and I have known each other since then. So for the past almost 8 years now. Um, so she's been with me for that long from the beginning. Um, Eventually circumstances changed and we left Cedar Creek and moved over to another community that's no longer around. We were there for a good time, and again, it was police work, still the same thing. Eventually, they closed down, and I had met another collaborator that was kind of having the same thoughts as I did that we wanted to get out and branch and create something different and new, and kind of allow people, residents, to feel like they can participate and share in what we were creating and not just have an owner that was very closed off to new ideas and to challenges, and to collaborating, which is what we had encountered in the past. So
Mm-hmm.
we had formed New Haven. New Haven was around for several years until I took a step back for my mental health. Um, they continued. There was a lot of nasty drama that kind of happened from it when it was decided that I wanted to start Portofino.
I
Um,
I want to pause you there because
mhm,
I feel like, especially for people who participate in RP, there might be something instructive and important here.
mhm,
What what were some of the what were some, don't have to spill names or anything like that,
that's
but
okay.
what were some of the stressors that were like that you were having to deal with, and like the kind of effects that they had on you? Because a lot of times people who are in RP communities, like, they just think the owners, they're just there on my beck and call, and it's not actually like emotional labor, but sometimes a lot of it is. So like, what
Yeah, believe it or not, some of the stressors in New Haven were never the residents. It
okay.
was, we had a team
Hmm.
and we each had our responsibilities. And
Hmm.
the other owner was largely absent. So I
Okay.
ended up feeling like I was doing a lot of it. I did all of the design work, all of the background stuff, the website, the manuals.
Okay.
Um, and he handled things like um, the financials and like the tech kind of stuff. And that was pretty much it. And when he did come around, it was, we were fine at first. And then, certain individuals came into the picture. Obviously, I'm not going to mention names because
Yeah.
that's not something I want to get into.
Fair.
But certain individuals came into the picture and started to take over. And it became an instance of me being pushed out in favor of their input. And it just wasn't a battle I ended up wanting to deal with.
Hmm.
I want to say within the course of a week, it just got really bad. So I decided to leave. Um, and I had a really good group of friends that were super supportive and knew what was going on.
Hmm.
And, after I want to say maybe a month or so, convinced me to try something on my own. So,
Right.
which was really nice to have that support system. Still a lot of, that background back and forth with New Haven. And yeah, there was a lot of instances where, you know, a lot of gossip and rumors abound.
Hmm.
But,
Hmm.
as I've always said, feel free to ask me anything and I will be happy to answer. But I'm not just going to get out there and start volunteering information because that
Yeah. Yeah.
just incites drama, which is not what we want.
Right. Okay. I appreciate that. So, so then you mentioned that, yeah, you were talking about forging your own thing, and
hmm
so how'd that all come together, and who were your supporters in building that up?
we had such a great group. Obviously, Harla was there.
Hmm.
Um, she's always been my biggest supporter. It's not even like a question of, are we doing this? It's like, no, whatever you decide, I'm there. So she's always been 1,000% a
Nice.
supporter of mine. Artie was there.
Hmm.
We had some other mutual friends that weren't around. We had Scarlett and Damon and, their partners. So there was a big group of us. And, we had this group chat and Discord going of just back and forth. And it was a lot of um, trying to decide the direction we wanted to take. And, I originally had my heart set on Miami, Florida, because I'm from Florida.
Okay.
But, we
What?
put a lot of it to vote.
Okay.
And that was really important to me is just making sure that everyone had that voice. So everyone put in their ideas for different locations. I mean, we had the Hamptons, we had California, we had the mountains, we had you name it, it was out there. And each category, we just narrowed it down and voted until we came up with Portofino, California.
Nice. Nice.
Love it.
Very good. Um. So, is anyone in the team from California, or is this based on like have y'all been there, or?
Oh God, no, I haven't. I haven't left the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
Um,
All right.
Yeah, definitely not. But Harlow does live in California.
Okay.
Okay.
California girl.
I live in California
Nice.
too, so it feels very California.
Awesome.
So you've done a nice job,
Oh,
Yes.
thank
you and
you.
your team.
And
We
I live
appreciate
in
that.
Florida. So,
See, Florida, California.
yep. Yeah, it definitely has that good vibe.
It does.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
yeah, one of my strategies is I will literally pull up Google Maps and go to Street View and just
Mm.
walk down random streets through
Oh,
Google
nice.
Maps in
oh, yeah.
where I'm, wherever I'm researching, which I
Mm-hmm.
find really helpful to get that feel.
It's a good strategy.
Definitely a good strategy. So when you were coming up with the design concept and such, what were you going for? Like, obviously Central California, Portofino, but were you going for like a particular general vibe or feeling that you wanted people to have as they were kind of wandering around and being here? Is this meant to be a, like, obviously RP goes where it will, but just kind of an ambient feeling?
Yeah. I wanted to feel something coastal and warm and really inviting. Um,
Mhm.
I always knew that we would do wine country, and that's going to be the project coming up in 2026.
Ah,
But I really wanted to embody a little bit of elements from all over the place. So a little bit from, Santa Barbara, from Monterey, from the modernness of LA, and kind of bringing all that into Portofino. And one of the strategies that I use is I actually draw out what I'm going for, the lay of the land,
okay.
whether it's the beaches or the roads, the residentials, the commercials, the amenities, all of that gets drawn out on paper, colorized, planned out, region by region, and then as a whole. So that way, when I'm building, it goes up quick, but it also allows me to see and plan for changes that residents might suggest or things that we decide we don't want to do anymore, vice versa.
Nice.
See,
Yeah,
that
it definitely.
leads. Can
Go
I
ahead.
interject? Yeah. So,
Yeah, please.
because when you mentioned the residents or the folks who participate in the community, I know from being on the Discord server, there's a lot of activity and opportunities to engage in role play with one another or just general community building. I was in listening to your response. I was wondering, do you have something like either like a town hall or something of that function where residents and people who evolves?
Channel in Discord that people regularly submit to. They create threads with conversations. Um, Harlow discusses with the department heads for each of the departments, any ideas they might have. And then we do hold city hall meetings as well, where that can be brought up. And we do actually have that right behind us, that giant building. Is a combination city hall, courthouse, the Monterey
I
courthouse.
see. Okay. The one
And we
with all the
actually
bright umbrella, like the awnings? That one?
no, that's the community
I
center,
see that.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of diagonal from us, and that was modeled
Oh,
after the
that
Santa
one
Barbara
definitely
courthouse.
looks more like a city hall. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, your
Yeah.
city hall is so colorful. Oh, it must be this building that says city hall on it. Got it. Not the one that says community
Imagine
center. Wow. I
Mhm.
love that. That's great.
Yeah, I love the like roofs and the various like balconies,
Yeah.
floral balconies and stuff out there.
Yeah, it's actually two buildings that I made work into one
Ooh, nice.
when I was designing it. So that way you have that separation, but you have your government in two different sides. So you have your court and then the mayor's office and whatnot. So
Nice. Very cool.
Mhm.
And do you see the chat? Cara. I messed it up. See, dang it.
Stop speeding.
Yeah, so Artie's asking how she can have her infraction cleared, asking for a friend. Now, if memory serves, weren't we in a van with Artie on a car chase through Portofino?
Yes.
Sounds like Artie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think we were taking a field trip from camp or something. Not this last camp, but the one before. So anyway,
I do believe so.
Yeah, she likes to break the law.
No tours.
Her way, a tour is a speed car chase through Portofino. Yes.
You can pay at the courthouse desk.
Yes.
Artie.
Yeah. The officer was very kind to her.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so bad. Anyway, I'm just reliving it. Like, she literally pulled over, and then it was like psych, and pulled away. And I was like, she is not doing this right now, and I am not in this van with her.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
So, I am curious about the and again, answer only as much as you're comfortable with.
Okay.
But roleplay communities do often struggle in this area, and I'm curious how you manage the financials of running this. Is this where people can rent parcels and stuff as part of their roleplay, or how do you cover the sim? Okay.
Yeah. So initially I put down the first costs of, I want to say it was the first 3 regions. As we're doing the building. But it kind of goes back to when I'm drawing out each of the regions. You plan for your residentials and your commercials and how much they could potentially bring in with the minimum amount of prims. So we charge by prims resed. And the landscaping, all of that, the house is all included. So it's only what the residents will res that they are paying for. So it's not all that extra
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
So I
Okay.
will landscape and, pool, all of that fun stuff, everything you need, except for your decor. And so that's kind of what they pay for. And those costs get factored into how many houses might be on a region or how many commercials, to be able to support themselves, or maybe a region that doesn't have as many, vice versa. So it's really just about
Nice.
planning it out and making sure that the cost of each region is covered by what's on it.
Out of curiosity, with your team, how do you kind of break up the labor between community organizing and building and managing events and all these different things that you have going on, and doing community outreach and advertising and all that?
Yeah, I can't stress enough how amazing the Portofino team is. I handle most of the design and the visual aspects. Harlow will help support and oversee the departments, and we've got department leads that handle each of the various departments. So we have events, we have public works, fire department, police department, the court system, so on and so forth. So we have leads that oversee directly those departments and their staff. And then Harlow will hire for any leads and provide that support. Art handles the marketing side of things.
Nice.
He's phenomenal. He's the best there is.
Yeah,
Artie
and we've got to see Art in action, and so I believe you for
he's
sure. Not that I
amazing.
don't believe you on the rest, but firsthand
Yeah,
experience.
Artie actually, yeah, she managed for us as well at one point, and she's amazing as well. So we've been very blessed in that department to have amazing talent doing our marketing and social outreach. And Art just goes above and beyond. We've also got he handles the events with Asia, who's our events manager. He oversees the newspaper crew. he also oversees our blogging team. We have a blogger team with videographers, amazing team. They just throw that coverage out there and kind of live their life in Portofino and make sure everyone sees what's going on in our community. And it's that alone is invaluable. So we've just got so many people that contribute to the workings. Coraline, she's our postmistress. She does our mail system. Sunshine and Emmy run real estate. Like, we keep saying, well, we'll hire more, but they're just amazing ladies. It's effortless with them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So just overall, there's just such an amazing crew. I could shout out everybody, but that would take all day. So I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, they're just phenomenal. Portofino wouldn't be Portofino without the staff.
So,
Nice.
Cara, did you, forgive me if you said this already, but did you say how old Portofino is at this point?
Ooh, good question.
It really is a good question. We had our first birthday in June.
First?
Our first birthday in June.
I was just, the impression I get is that it's been around for at least a few years. But
No, we are 607 days open, so just under 2 years.
Wow. So, because the reason I asked that is because you're talking about all the wonderful people that are a part of the team that have made Portofino what it is. And so I was just curious because, we've all been in SL a fair amount of time, and we see Sims and clusters of Sims. Like you said, you have 13 regions, for example, right? So we've seen Sims and continents, if you will, come and go. And so there's always seems to be like people want to know what's that magic to getting a community to stick. And it sounds like you have a lot of amazing people around you. Do you have any advice for folks who are trying to build such communities in their own genres, or any words of wisdom? I know it's apparently only been just shy of 2 years, but you definitely have some experience in this area.
Let me think for a moment. I would say the biggest piece of advice is definitely do your research. Ask a lot of questions, have your plan in place before you even get your first region, because once that region drops, time is money. If you're not getting income, then you're paying for it out of your pocket, and regions are expensive. It's months and months of prep work to complete before you even begin building, because you want to make sure that you have your rules and your covenant in place. You want to make sure that you know what your landscaping is going to be, what your layout's going to be, the type of buildings you're going to be. Do you own all of these? The vibe, the feel. Do you have people in place that are going to help run things, advertising, departments? Do you have a setup for all these departments? Having all of that lined up and in place is really going to make that transition to opening really smooth, versus having a generic build in place and then kind of scrambling to get people involved that really might not have any foundation or know what they're doing. So definitely do your research.
That makes sense.
Is really the big thing. And just understand that it costs a lot of money. You can't go in and expect to have one region and fit everything on one region. Have those startup costs for 2 or 3 regions, so that way you can grow.
Yeah. I feel like as someone... Yeah, sorry, Tara, go ahead.
Yeah, I think those are both definitely great pieces of advice. I have definitely seen projects where someone will they have the idea, they get excited about it, they hit buy on the sim.
Yep.
And they're months away from even being able to formulate a coherent vision, much less build up their team. And it ends up like dying before it even really gets off the ground, because, they're hundreds of dollars in the hole before they've sent out their first advert.
And
absolutely.
That's where my thoughts were going to, is that, you and I have definitely been a part of things that there's a great idea and very enthusiastic people are diving in, but they don't have the plan fully fleshed out, or they don't all have the proper support around them, or there's like drama early on that just kills the idea. So I've seen that happen a fair amount of times. So that's why I was very curious as far as any words of wisdom you had for folks out there, because I feel like people struggle with that when they're starting their roleplay communities.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that plan going into place and just making sure that you have the right people in the right positions. It's really easy to trust the wrong people,
Yeah.
family and so on. And you think you're all close, and then next thing you know, something happens. So be present. An absentee owner is not going to help.
No.
I have another question, community related question. So obviously you take great pains to make sure that the community and such feel involved. I'm curious if there are any, and it doesn't. This isn't asking for like a favorite one. Just any notable resident-run events that you've seen that like really exemplify what you all had in mind when setting up Portofino,
A resident run event.
or something like that where like the residents themselves kind of had a hand in organizing something.
We do the job fairs where the staff come out and take care of things. They set up booths and the community gets involved. We've had residents put on like drag races, racing around the city. We had one previous resident that put on an entire pride parade, custom clothes, and it was breathtaking. She did an amazing job. I want to say she had maybe 13 floats.
Wow.
And it was just phenomenal, and they were all custom made going through Portofino, and it was really inspirational what she did.
That's so cool.
And I think, didn't you had like a singles night or something recently, right? Where it was like, was it Thunder, and was it like singles connecting? Was that something that happened in Portofino?
Yeah, I think we've actually had a couple of those. We actually have speed dating set for December 6th.
Would you say, let's say that again, December 6th? Everyone should write that down, right?
December 6th, yeah, speed dating.
Yeah.
So come out now and meet some people. We have a Christmas parade on the 1st.
Yeah.
So we've got, we always have events lined up, at least 2 a week.
Yeah.
Bingo is going to be coming back. We have regular bingo events with, the cash prizes.
You had something recently with like junk food, and I thought some other food folks. Was there like a food festival of some kind? I'm trying to remember what it was. No?
Unless it was when I was on vacation. I took a hiatus for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was a little while ago. I don't recall.
Yeah, we have regularly sponsored events as well from our sponsors. So, junk food and the design firm. We've got Nutmeg, Earth, so many phenomenal sponsors that we've gotten Portofino that sponsor different events and prizes. It's really unbelievable, the collaboration that comes in.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I know I've seen a lot of that, just again, being part of the server and just I'm a silent lurker. I tend to be on most servers. But seeing what events you all have going on is just really made me wish I had more time to attend things because it seems like there's always something happening.
Yeah, there really is. And I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't get to go to things nearly as often. I feel like I'm always working, but I'm trying to get better at that. And already mentioned, we did have a Taylor Swift event. Arella was our events manager, and she put on a whole Taylor Swift Eros tour.
Wow.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Event, and that was really great.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Very creative crew.
And so, just a question of for my own benefit that might benefit others. So, for example, I'm a part of the Portofino groups, like at least the OOC one in World, and then Discord. So, the things that the events that Portofino has, are they strictly in character? Like you can only come and if you're going to role play, or can you just come to kind of participate in the events?
A little bit of both. We do prefer that role play is utilized. We do understand that not everyone role plays, but we do expect to at least not have crazy gestures out there,
Yeah.
or act normal. But we definitely want we definitely want that RP vibe. If it's a party or a dance or something, that's a little bit harder, or a concert. But if it's an RP specific event, we try to pinpoint exactly, what's expected, and include that in the advertisement. So if it's, definitely RP related, we'll make that known.
Okay. Good to know.
So, but everyone's always welcome, whether they live here, they don't live here, they RP, they don't RP, as long as they're just respectful.
And then it's family friendly, right? So that means, child avatars and such. What's the rule here regarding that?
Yeah, we are family friendly. We're not strictly family. We're strictly PG or anything like that. We do have separate groups for more mature content because we are heavily RP. So we do have an after dark group and a separate criminals group.
I like that Portofino after dark.
After dark, yeah.
Love it.
So where that heavier content can go. So we just ask that, people do be respectful of the children if they are present.
So with so many regions, are the children are there special regions like that are guaranteed safe for kids, and regions maybe they shouldn't enter?
No, all of them. None of the public furniture have adult animations.
Gotcha.
It's all PG friendly.
Nice.
The school
Very
is
nice.
actually right behind us. We do have an elementary school.
Oh.
So that's right behind us there. We've got
I see.
right down the street we've got, or on the other side of the basketball court there, we've got Adventure Zone. We've got tons of kid-friendly activities and places for them to visit. So
Love the playground over there.
I know. I'm camming it right now.
That's
I have a special place for that.
Yes.
As an educator in
yeah.
First Life, and then having done some Second Life, like kids RP in school and stuff, because I don't have enough school in First Life. I need to do it in Second Life too.
Oh gosh. So I do want to ask also about have there been any like bumps in the road with Portofino's rise? Have there been any like conflicts or frictions either in your staff or with people, and how have those been managed? Both as just like anecdotal, but also as advice, or maybe it's all been smooth sailing. Just
and one can only hope. No, that is
hope.
that is a very good question. I think every community experiences bumps in the road, and I think it's how we navigate them that really showcases the strength of the community. We've staff always come and go, some in good manners, some in bad. Outside forces, then you get those groups that come in, cause drama, move on to the next, come back at some point, so on and so forth. So we've experienced, all of that. We've had a group that came in, it's like a mean girls group, and they'll come in, they'll come out, they'll go back and forth. It's just, I think some people just feel like they're behind an avatar, so it's okay, I guess you can say. We've had people that come in and spread rumors, drop lies, make stuff up about Portofino, about myself. My biggest advice to all of that is stand your ground. Don't cater to it. I'm not going to respond to that kind of nonsense. the people that want the full story or more information can reach out and ask. I'm always happy to talk my piece, but I'm not, the people that throw shade and put all of that out on social media or on websites. Um, they're just looking for drama. They're looking for to get a rise out of people. They're looking for relevance, and I'm not going to give that to them.
Mm-hmm.
So hold your head high, stay classy, and that's really all you can do.
I like that.
I think maintaining that stance is what keeps Portofino going the way it does.
Yeah. How does that function, like purely mechanically from a like moderation perspective when it has to be used? Um,
So, we have a set of rules. They're in
mhm.
place. They're very cut and dry, kindness, respect. We don't want any kind of, no racism, no, phobic
Yeah.
tendencies. Just be respectful, follow the rules, wear your Portofino tag, don't solicit. It's a lot of common rules that are in every community.
Right.
We give warnings, don't harass other people, don't enter homes without permission. Um, if you get a warning, fair, if you continue with that behavior, then you'll be ejected. And if you come back and continue with it, then you get banned. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
It's always one of those things like, oh, Cara bans everyone from Portofino, but we really have a small ban list, and most of it is just alts. Um,
Yeah.
so, if you've got to be pretty, pretty into the drama or the trouble if you get banned from Portofino. So, and we're not above unbanning people if they've shown they can change their ways.
Very, very good.
So can I
Yeah.
interject? So
Sure.
when someone and I'm and not to touch on what it's related, we're all talking about Portofino, but when someone new comes
It's all right.
and one wants to join, is there like a recommended way to go about? Like, is there any kind of like new resident kind of orientation, or how should someone new to Portofino approach? Like, let's say they see this, they're interested, but maybe they've not role played or they don't really know how to get themselves into a role play community.
Oh, absolutely. So when you land in Portofino in World, you land up at the airport, and there's different bulletin boards that can get new residents started. We've got one that is a step by step. Join this group, read these rules, and it just gives you those first 5 steps of getting started. We've got a bulletin board that if you've never RP'd before, we have Roleplay 101, and it's all in note cards on different things, how to jump into a scene, etiquette, combat tutorials, creating a character, so on and so forth. And then we've also got more in depth on our website as well. We have a whole page dedicated to getting started within Portofino that can help get people going.
Yeah, you
That's
do have a
very
very
handy.
nice website. I have looked at that. So we do have all that
Thank
linked
you.
in the stream description. So folks can definitely turn to your website even ahead of time, even out of being, in the SL, to get a feel for how to make their approach to Portofino.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, right under the community info on the website, you hit that, and it's the whole page to getting started. 5 easy steps.
Fantastic.
So I kind of want to detour a little bit off, perhaps off the current topic, and ask a little bit more about Cara. So outside of Second Life, um, what are some like hobbies you have when you're away from here? Interests that you have, things that you spend your other first lifetime doing?
A lot of family time. I've got
Hmm.
a lot of nieces and nephews that I absolutely adore.
Oh,
A lot of work. The holidays keep me really busy at work. I'm in the
if
middle of
it if
redecorating
it's
my
not
home.
if it's not too much, or if it's not too private, what do you do first life for work?
I work in retail.
Okay, very good.
So it's that time of year.
Very, yes.
Yep. Um, Harlow was commenting to me buying Tree Hut. Yep, a lot of shopping. Um, yeah, I'm in the middle of like redecorating my house, so painting, that sort of fun stuff. So just enjoying that Florida life. It's that time of year, so we've got a mixture of snowbirds and great weather.
Nice. And you mentioned kind of, redecorating a little bit. Do you find that having built spaces in Second Life, you find yourself looking at your First Life space a little differently, with a bit more of like a decorator's eye, or?
Oh, absolutely. It's really helped me develop a keen sense of style in what I like, especially because I could try it out in Second Life at little to no cost by comparison. Um, it's
True.
it's it's free to
That's
paint
true.
walls and see how it looks versus painting an entire wall and deciding I don't like it. Which I have done. I think I went through 4 different colors in my bathroom before I basically went back to the same shade.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, had I just designed my bathroom in Second Life,
Yep.
I would have probably saved myself a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's an interesting little life hack people can take home. You know.
You'd be surprised, does this couch color look good with this carpet
Yeah.
or this
Yeah.
this wall color? You know what? Bust it out in Second Life, and you can see at a fraction to little to no cost.
Yeah, and you can kind of like live in it for a time to
See if you
make sure
like
that
it.
it really is what you think it is going to be. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Very, very cool. You mentioned you had only been like up and down the East Coast. It does imply you have at least traveled the East Coast. Are there any places that you thought were very, very cool that you'd like to go back to?
I mean, I'd always love to go back home. I was originally born in New York.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I moved down here shortly after 9/11.
Mm.
Mhm.
So I've been there. I've been to the Carolinas. I've been to Georgia.
Mhm.
I've been to Kentucky, Pennsylvania. So I've been kind of up and down. Carolinas are really nice, especially on the coast.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, the mountains, obviously beautiful. Um, nothing like Long Island, like home. But I mean, Florida's home now. I've been here a really long time. It's where I bought my house, so I'm here to stay, and I love it,
Nice, nice.
even the
have a
hurricanes.
yeah.
Even the hurricanes.
I have some similar similarities in terms of location. Like I was born in New York. I didn't live there very long after birth. And then I lived in Florida for a time as well. Again, short amount of time before coming out to California. So that's cool.
See, you got that Florida life.
Yeah, I remember living in Florida actually as a like preschool age child. So I do remember it. There's some definitely strong positive memories of my I guess my toddler plus years, but somewhere between toddler and like kindergarten. There's sometimes people can't remember that far back, but I definitely do have some distinct Florida memories that are fond to me. So
Awesome. Yep.
You mentioned also that you end up working quite a bit. How do you, and in Second Life, while you're also working a full-time First Life job, how do you manage burnout and identify when you need to take a break and that kind of thing? And any advice you can give people around that? And also, as kind of a follow-up to this very already overcomplicated question, have there been times when you kind of ignored that need, and how did that affect you?
I have ignored that need before with burnout, and I start getting crabby, and Harlow calls me the dragon lady when that happens. So that's kind of that's kind of how I know I really need to take that step back.
Mhm.
In October, I took a few week hiatus to kind of re-energize. I'd gotten COVID in September, so that kind of really drained me.
Mm.
And
Mm.
then, as I started coming back, I couldn't get back into it. So I took some time off. Um, and when I finally came back, I started getting that creativity back and and to do what I needed to do. But definitely don't ignore needing to take care of what you need to take care of. Real life first,
Mhm.
and don't apologize for that because this is just a game at the end of the day. Um, if you find the creativity lacking or you feel like you're running out of ideas, take a step back. Come back to it, drop the project, a day, whether it's a day or a week or a month, and revisit it. Sometimes that fresh perspective really helps. And when you've been staring at something for so long, whether it's one project or an entire region, sometimes you just need to refresh and re-energize.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good.
Everyone has a slump, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're an active participant here in Portofino, right? So you're not just the
Mm.
owner, founder, you're in the RP too?
as much as I can be at times. But yeah, I RP just like everyone else. I live
Mhm.
here,
Are you
so
are you like a Portofino celebrity, or are you like the mayor, or
no, no, no. I'm just an everyday person.
Okay, okay.
I try to remind people that being the owner, and landscaping and the design, that is all OOC. In
Mm,
character, I am just Kara. I don't have any titles, no fancy stuff. She's got her own little story, and that's it.
mhm,
So if I join a department, it's as staff. It's not to run it. It's not, it's two separate entities.
mhm. And then so alts and alt play, that's something that's allowable here? Like, can people have more than one character that they play here
Yeah,
on separate
absolutely.
accounts?
Yep, they can have two if they can have multiple accounts if they wish to. If they can handle it, as long as they're, if they join a staff department, just to make sure that they're equally sharing that staff, because we do pay our staff and we want them to be able to
Mm,
be present when the community needs them. So,
gotcha. Yeah, I just remember from previous like role play experiences I have where alts are involved and there's a lot of fussing over, god modding and metagaming and do you really know that? And so does like Portofino have rules like that around the use of alts in the role play?
yeah, not specific rules. We have encountered before where we found out that an alt of a person played as a criminal and as somebody in the court system. So we just had to, we just have to moderate that and just be like, hey, listen, you can't be involved
Hmm.
in your own court case, and kind of back and forth. So just if we're
Yeah.
aware of it, just making sure that that there's that third party that steps in so that there's fairness all around.
So there are RP moderators.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's moderators and a RP team. They're kind of the same, one and the same, that help facilitate RP but also moderate it.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think for me, as someone who has role played in the past, I've never really role played in kind of like a daily living sort of role play. Like usually it's always either combat or fantasy or some kind of twist that's not really like basic like everyday living. So that's like definitely a genre of a role play I've not engaged in. So sometimes it's I want to say it's a little bit of a challenge for me at times to kind of see what things from this other types of role play apply to the kind of like daily real life living role play. It sounds like there's a lot that does carry over.
Yeah, it's really just putting yourself into the shoes of your character and really deciding, is how are they going to react to a certain situation. Obviously there's, if you think about it in terms of like writing a book or watching a movie,
Hmm.
where it's a little ostentatious, a little out there, a little like, could this really happen? And being able to have those fun storylines that you the average person probably isn't going to see in their lifetime.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
are you going to get kidnapped? Are you going to be involved in a shootout? Are you going to, you know, be involved in a bank robbery? Um, you know, are you going to have a hot air balloon ride? Like a lot of those things general people are not going to do every day.
Hmm.
But the nice thing about Second Life is that you can do them and you can experience them and
Yeah.
kind of have the fun of RPing through it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Just kind of as an exercise on that point, obviously without getting into like detail, what would you pitch Cara the character in like an elevator pitch? Just a quick brief description of her and you know, what she might be
Oh,
about, just as a just a raw character concept.
for Cara.
Yeah, Cara.
She's 23. She was born and raised in Miami, Florida. Went to the University of Miami, majored in fashion merchandising and what was the other thing? Oh my god, I have it written down. Um, I think it was business. Her family on her mom's side owns a winery in Amalfi, and that's where she spent a lot of her summers. Um, so the ultimate goal is for her to eventually take over the family's business by bringing their wine industry into California. You know, that's where the wine country side of things comes into play. Her mother's Italian, her father's Puerto Rican. Um, yeah, so just a little bit of random flavor that I threw into there.
I think
Yeah.
Puerto
So,
Rican is a good
like,
piece of random flavor. Just speaking
yeah,
as someone
it's the Miami,
who's Puerto Rican. Yeah.
that Miami vibe.
Yeah.
Um, so you know, so she kind of has family in that regard too. So yeah, so after college, she came out to California to kind of start her own thing and see what she wants to do, and then she will eventually ease into her family's business.
Nice. I would say last question before I hand it to Consuela for some
Lightning round.
lightning round stuff. Yeah.
She's excited for that.
I am.
I know she is. So talk about the future of Portofino as you're going into soon your third year. What kind of projects, expansions, any major events that you have on the horizon that people should know about that you're excited about?
Absolutely. It's been no secret that we will be doing Wine Country.
Wine Country.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. It's going to be between 6 and 8 regions.
And what is
It'll
Wine
have
Country for the?
So Wine Country is going to be a mix of Napa Valley and like Tuscany and Amalfi Coast in
That
Italy.
sounds beautiful.
So it's going to be a mix of that. You'll have some of that rustic feel, the more traditional side of things. You're going to have, you know, a lot of vineyards, a lot of, you know, charm and you know, those brightly colored buildings that you'll see in Italy. There's also going to be, you know, there'll be a big golf course there. We're going to have a resort, a full-on resort. You know, an equestrian center, hiking trails, camping. We'll have a huge like amphitheater for shows, which has been a request for God since we opened to have bigger event space. So it's coming, you guys. God, you name it, it's going to be there. We're going to have a little bit of everything over the course of these regions. So that's one aspect that we're going to have, and eventually we'll also have a strictly adult region as well for the people
Ooh.
that are into that kind of darker side of RP.
Yeah, a spicier
so-
sim.
Exactly. So it'll be kind of like a red light district kind of feel, not urban. I think people think, you know, trailer parks and stuff like that, but Portofino's more elegant. So it's going to be
Yeah.
an elegant kind of seedy. if you will.
An elegant
No,
kind of seedy. I like the wording of that.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
She's keeping it classy on all levels.
keeping it classy.
Mm-hmm.
Them corners are going to be lit up properly.
Well, I'm sure all the thirsty folks in Portofino After Dark will be very happy.
Did you say
It'll be
thirsty?
a lot of fun.
Yep.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
All right.
So are you handing it over to me to lightning round?
I think so. I think this is going to be our first lightning round.
Yes. Well, I want to
yeah.
tell a little story about this because
Okay.
normally Tor writes the questions, and this time I took the questions over because Tor was sick.
I
So-
was so sick. I was dying.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're better.
Yeah. So that's,
Thank
I mean,
you.
we were supposed to do the interview earlier this month, and that was the problem,
Yes.
right? Tor
Yeah.
was sick, and, you know, I could have done it without Tor, but that always feels weird. We do this together. And so in order to stick to like schedule, I was willing to do it alone. And I'm glad we decided to wait because I know I enjoy having Tor here, and I wanted you to have the full behind the brand experience, not just half of behind the brand. So I'm glad we agreed
It's fun to
to.
have you both.
Yeah. And so in making the questions, I thought it would be fun to add like a lightning round that's just like quick little like fun questions, right? Nothing too deep, right? So you ready for lightning round? We'll see how many we get
I'm
through.
ready.
Okay. What is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Portofino?
Home.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, that's true. So, and actually that spawns a new question. So this is then, it's not like you have some parcel elsewhere where you live, like alone and away from Portofino. Is it all right here for you?
I live in Portofino. Yeah, I have a mainland address. I'm there maybe once every 3 months.
When you say mainland, you mean like Linden Home mainland? Like that?
No, it's just a random skybox
Okay.
in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
but
when you
no,
need
When you
some
need a vacation
seclusion.
from Portofino.
yeah, but my home is set here. Everything I do is here. This is where you're gonna find me.
Fantastic. All right. Name a place in real life you'd love to recreate in Second Life.
The Maldives.
Maldives. Why the Maldives?
I love anything tropical and beachy, and I feel like if I wasn't doing community RP regions, it would definitely be vacation resorts. And the Maldives, I just love the concept of the Maldives. Just the bungalows over the open water. I just
Oh yeah,
I feel like
those
there's
are
so much
nice.
potential.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I look forward
Have
to that.
have you been, or do you intend to go someday?
If I can get there by boat, because I don't fly.
Oh.
Oh,
Why not?
I am
What?
so
Yeah.
afraid of heights.
But
oh.
I am a chicken when it comes to heights.
so even not, I
Interesting.
mean, you can't see a bunch when you're up in the clouds.
Yeah.
So, but
I've
just
flown
knowing
before.
that you're up there is enough.
Yeah, I've flown
Wow.
before, and I don't know if it's just a inherent fear, being born and raised in New York and experiencing all of that. But
That makes
yeah,
sense.
I have not flown since I was a kid.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
I'll drive it first.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Your favorite time of day in world: sunrise, sunset, or midnight?
Sunset.
Okay. Why?
Oh, why?
I just feel like the ambiance of sunset, especially in Portofino, is just it's so beautiful. And we have beautiful sunsets here in Florida, and I feel like Second Life captures those just as beautifully.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you get that warmth, that end of the day, that relaxation. You kick back with a nice glass of wine, mellow music, and just kind of really wind down the day.
I too am a sunset girly. I really like the vibe and the feel of sunset. There's just something peaceful about it. There's something magical about it to me.
Yeah, I would agree. I would also take that moment to shout out to folks in Second Life. Make sure, if you can, if your computer can support it, try and make sure that your settings are generally set to region
Default.
environments,
Yeah.
because a lot of times if you've been into a region that's kind of uglier, maybe, and you've said it.
Yeah.
It stays that way.
Yeah.
And a lot of region creators take great pains to make their environment match the atmosphere they're trying to convey. So give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know
we do
you-
have a day sale.
Yes, and that's good. I enjoy that. I think paying attention to the environment, it just adds to the beauty of a sim or the story that sim is trying to tell. So it's, to me, Tor and I agree, it's a major oversight when the environment is ignored, and it just doesn't align with the vision of, that piece of land.
Yep.
I mean, everything from the wind lighting. I'll go into evening different modes, evening, sunset, and play with lighting just to make sure that, like, if I'm walking down the street, the lighting is on point.
Yeah.
Every aspect.
Yeah. We are definitely lighting people, more Tor than me, but we are,
Yeah.
I just can't compare it to his level of obsession with the lighting. But I definitely appreciate good lighting and good environments. So, all right. One song that perfectly captures the Portofino vibe.
Probably California Girls.
Oh,
Gotta love it.
nice.
I love
Big
that.
standards, California in the name.
Yeah.
Sabina had done a beautiful video for us.
Oh,
to California Girls.
really? Okay.
She did.
Aw.
She's phenomenal.
I'll have to
You might need to
watch
get that link
that.
and put it
Yeah.
in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She makes great videos.
Highly recommended.
If Portofino had a signature scent, what would it be?
I was going back and forth with this one
Uh-huh.
on whether it was notes or if it was actual
Yeah.
scent. And
Uh-huh.
I couldn't find an actual scent I felt that was specific.
Okay.
So as far as notes, I'm going to say sea salt, citrus,
Uh-huh.
coconut, and amber.
Oh, that's a nice mix. I can smell that. Okay. Why those in particular?
So you get the sea salt from the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
The citrus kind of makes you think of the Italian, like, lemons and that whole vibe. Coconut, obviously, that tropical California palm trees vibe. And then the amber kind of gives those deeper earthy undertones that bring in, like, the wine, the evening, those late nights, that
Yeah.
sunset, and kind of just wraps it all together.
I can smell it now. That's really nice. I'm just, like I said, I'm like leaning back in my chair with like half closed eyes, like, yeah, I can smell that.
You get that bright and fresh, and then you get that
Nice.
really lingering right in the back of your throat kind of amber.
Yeah, I love an earthy scent for sure.
Mhm.
There's just something special about them. What's one thing you hope visitors feel the moment they arrive?
Immersed.
Immersed. Okay,
Mhm.
I could see that. Because I to be
Awesome.
fair, when I've come to Portofino, usually I'm just teleported directly to where I need to be at that time. So I need to go back and like do that like initial like new visitor experience.
Right from the
Because
airport.
yeah, because I feel like in talking with you and learning more about you and Portofino that I missed that part. So I want to make sure that I go back and do that over because
I'll
it
send you
sounds like there's something to be had there.
There, I'll send you the airport.
Yeah, that'd
landmark.
be great. Yeah, thank you. If you could instantly master one new Second Life skill, what would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, I've thought of two options for that, and
Go
I've
ahead.
narrowed it down. I've narrowed it down
It
to
can
meshing.
be two. Meshing. Okay. That's fair.
Meshing, because I would love to be able to create my own builds, my own custom items, and not have to rely on picking things apart to get what I want, or relying on others to create it for me. And the other one would be scripting, because I am I am not a techie person at all.
I've heard who had put who called scripters wizards? Was it Lucas?
That was Lucas, yes.
Lucas Lameth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that interview.
Yeah. Tour's a scripter, so he's a wizard, which I agree with. Definite
Jealous,
wizard.
man, jealous.
it's amazing just to be like, hey, tour, can I have something that does XYZ? And he's like, yeah, and then types it up, and then here it is. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it's like the hardest thing. He's like, oh no, that's this is easy. Yeah, whatever, no big deal.
And you even, you have AI now that you can put in your request and they'll try to script it.
Yeah.
And I've had luck with it maybe once after many trials and errors, but there's still no comparison to somebody doing it for you and getting exactly what you need.
Yep. Yep. And then my last one is describe Portofino in 3 words.
Warm, welcoming, inclusive.
I love that. I love all of those. Yeah. Inclusive really jumps out at me because, again, as someone who's been a role player, I have definitely been in or attempted to be in RP communities where there was definite clickiness going on. And it's hard to break through that and, enjoy and stick around, right, for the RP. So I enjoy hearing that you would consider Portofino to be inclusive. So new people who show up, they're going to be welcomed and included in the events and RP going on.
Yeah, we have a great team of people that really make new members feel welcome, and reaching out to them, seeing if there's anything they need, offering them a welcome basket. So we've got a lot of great people.
Nice. So, and just a random other question that came to mind. I know, but technically the lightning round is over. But when someone is coming to join Portofino and they end up in the role play, do they have to live on one of the regions, or can they live elsewhere? Maybe they have a Linden home and that's where they live, and then they come RP here. Is that a scenario that happens? Absolutely. You do not have to live or rent here to RP in Portofino. Okay. You can live elsewhere and come over and RP. You can have your own home, your own skybox, have nowhere and come over to RP. We welcome everyone. Okay.
It's all about the RP.
So nice. So we touched on a lot of things, but I just want to ask, was there anything else that maybe we didn't touch on that you would like to share with the audience?
As far as Portofino goes, I would say just, come see what we're about. If you're unsure, don't be afraid to ask questions. We're all really eager to help and get anybody started. As far as I go, oh goodness, maybe the same thing. I don't ever try to be unapproachable. Feel free to message me. Sometimes I get tunnel vision, so it might take a moment for me to respond. But that's just me. I have my squirrel moments, but if you've got questions, reach out and ask. I'm an honest person. I try to be kind. So, I have nothing to hide. So I'm an open book. You just got to ask.
That's great to know. And I did think of one other question. Sure. Just because it kind of touched back on the whole driving thing. My mind went back to the driving. Do you have like driver's ed or driver's school in Portofino to teach those of us who are terrible Second Life drivers how to drive?
Wow. We do. We have a fully functioning DMV and city services.
Oh,
so we've got a driver's ed car. You can take the driver's ed test.
Wow.
You'll get your license with a picture. You can get a permit if you're an underage driver.
Okay.
We've got licensing for everything.
I may need to do that. Cause like I was sharing in the chat, I'm a great driver in First Life, honestly. But Second Life driving is to this day, I can't not mastered it. Right. I'd be running through everything. So
neither have I. Kara's got a driver. Her parents hired her a driver because
that's fantastic.
Drive.
Yeah.
So that's my way of getting out of it. But
Tour would be my driver. That's.
Yeah, don't let Artie teach you though, because you'll end up in trouble.
I have already witnessed Artie's driving, and I know that would not be good for me. So. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop popping off with the questions and hand it back to Tour.
Okay.
I just keep going.
So we do have a bit of time, and I wanted to request, and I don't know if you want to try and use a vehicle for this or something, but
What?
I would love a little bit of maybe a walking tour
Oh, yeah.
of the sim. If there's, notable places you'd like to show off or anything like
Yeah,
that.
we can walk through. I would not recommend driving because we're gonna end up in the water or something.
Understandable.
But
And-
yeah, I mean, we can walk around and I can kind of give you guys a bit of a tour.
Sure. And speaking of water, is there boating and sailing? Do you have like sailable water here too?
We do have a little bit. We don't have much yet. It's part of the plan to grow, but we do have Monterey Bay is probably 90% water. And then you have Costa del Sol and Costa del Mar to the north, which is about 80% water apiece. And then the Cocos, you can go around all of those as well.
Okay.
That's the giant island with estate homes.
I tend to do better with boating than driving. And I do have a plane. Is there flying here too?
You can fly single person aircraft like helicopters, but there's no way to land a full plane. We do not have a runway.
I have a full plane, so I guess that would not be. I have like a 747 or something of that nature.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
I also have a bus,
It's-
but you don't want you
Yeah.
don't want me driving that bus.
You can do the bus.
All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a walking tour in our final moments.
Yeah.
All right, let's get up and do that.
Sure. Anything specific y'all want to see?
Well, what do you want to?
You're the one who lives here. Show us the sights. We're visiting.
Okay. Lord. Okay, you're gonna see me walk into stuff now. All right, so we've got across the we're gonna be bad pedestrians and cross when we're not supposed to.
Oh,
Okay.
well, no, there was a Walkman's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got and you'll have to ignore any glitches that you might see. I'm in the middle of renovating the
Yes.
city. So this is the community garden.
Oh,
We've got our library, our county library here.
so is this where people would do like their My Story growing and stuff?
Absolutely. Yep.
Nice.
And then down at the other side of the library, we've got the community, like the farmers market.
Oh, nice.
So a community market where people can sell their My Story stuff. in little
That's
booths.
cool. See, Tor, I might have to pull that back out because my little, I have many alts. I am an altaholic, but
Love the
my
farmers market.
my little did My Story and she had a bunch of stuff, and that would be great to do.
Mhm.
So here we've got the joint shared courthouse and city hall. So courthouse is on one side and city hall. And again, this was modeled after the Santa Barbara courthouse. Again, I walk through and I see like so many things I've got to work on. Can't even.
And so these are some of your rentals here, these homes.
Yep. So these are the what we call the Hamilton Deluxe.
Okay.
So Roost has a home called the Hamilton Downs.
Hmm.
It's a 1-bedroom home, I believe it is. And so we've created a couple of different options off of that. So we've kind of pieced one apart, and the deluxe is the 2-bedroom version that we created.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like this one is available. Do we want to do a quick a quick HGTV like advert for it? Like, taking a quick walkthrough.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't updated these to PBR yet, so you'll have to excuse the mess, so to speak.
So
yeah,
this
so
is
it's
a
just-
lovely little 2-story.
Yeah, so it's
We have
open
an open
concept.
floor plan on the first floor.
Tor,
Very
did you
nice.
miss your calling to real estate? You're like, it's a very open floor plan concept, 2-story.
You're hired, so you get a backyard overlooking the canal.
Hmm.
Oh, that's nice. I like the back porch here. Yeah, you get the pergola, you get the water feature.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
Really
Cara,
nice.
I've been here before when there was snow. Do you change it for the seasons? Is it going to start snowing in
So-
Portofino?
So this area of Portofino doesn't typically get snow.
Yeah.
We did have a snow event last year where a big
Yeah.
snowstorm came through.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
So
try to
maybe
get
that's what I
creative.
saw.
Yep, we try to get creative and give different things that residents want. So I
Mhm.
mean, who's to say it doesn't happen again? It would probably be a little bit further into the year, so probably December. But I mean, it could be anything. It could be, even fake snow. Maybe one of the trucks comes through and is just blowing fake snow everywhere.
Mhm.
You never know.
Mm.
It's Second Life, so we can get creative.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get like a little laundry unit here,
Okay.
and we've got our My Home panel that don't know how I managed to put together, but I did.
Mm.
And then
Managed to have 3 rooms upstairs, which is
Yep.
more than I expected, actually.
yeah, so it's a take on the Hamilton Downs. So you've got 2
Yeah.
bedrooms and a bathroom. So it's a good small little starter home,
Mhm.
Yeah.
townhome style for people that want to live in downtown.
Mhm. Very cool.
I love this.
Good
Oh,
views.
sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, and you get your view of. Oh, look at that! You get
The
a
City
nice view
Hall
of the
view.
courtyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great view
So
out
you know
this
what?
window.
If someone's getting arrested, you can watch the whole trial from here.
Yeah.
Popcorn and all.
Or if you were a particularly enterprising, assassin trying to take out the mayor, this is
Yep.
Wow.
It's a good spot.
what? No, I
You
mean,
know what? We've had that happen before.
Really?
We've had. Oh yeah, we've had.
oh no,
We've had that RP before. So.
Sure, you
dear.
don't sound sad. Like, oh no, oh dear, you don't say.
Were you in on it?
It sounds like he was.
I will never tell.
Mm-hmm. He's an anarchist.
Let's see which way we want to go. So there's different directions. So to the left here, we'll take you to the dog park, skate
Dog
park.
park. Wait.
She's
Okay,
gotta see the
that's
dog
what I
park.
saw and that's what I wanted to come to. Well, there's so many things I want to come to. But there was like a pet event, right? Like adopting pets.
It was
Like,
probably at the dog park, yeah. So we can go that way.
I have dogs in First Life, and I've spent some days taking them to the dog park. So I was just amused to see that and the Discord server that there was even a pet event. I'm like, what will they think of next at Portofino?
Oh no, this.
What? Tour? What happened? Did you fall through
This
something?
bridge needs an actual
What?
pedestrian cross feature, probably.
Oh yeah, it's a sim crossing.
Well, just the bridge itself, the sidewalk doesn't allow for it properly.
All right.
It's
I'll
dangerous.
She's adding that to her to-do list. Thanks a lot, Tor. You're giving
Yeah, no problem.
Cara more work to do.
It's all right.
And
It
that-
never ends.
Honestly, that is some of my own professional background. I used to work closely. Well, I still do work closely with transportation planners, and safety is
awesome.
always a big concern, especially pedestrian stuff.
So here you can actually see someone initiated an RP. So when you see one
Oh.
of these floating triangle like
Oh,
exclamation points,
okay.
that's an RP that somebody initiated.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And this is like a
So-
skate park
oh.
over here too?
and this is something that just residents can drop down.
Yeah. Everyone gets
That's
those in the welcome
cool.
packet, so it looks like somebody tagged the skate park with some graffiti,
Oh.
and
Oh.
you would click on the RP.
And it would give you a story hook of some
It'll
kind.
it'll give you a note card with the details.
Okay, that is really a cool concept. Because a lot of times in RP, like unless you know people or just like
Mm-hmm.
follow yellow dots or green dots on the mini map, it's hard to get involved with anything. And even if you do find people, like it's hard to pull story threads. But just allowing people to drop down, hey, this is a thing that I've put out in the world that I want people to be able
Yeah,
to interact
come
with.
engage.
That is
Yeah.
such a
anybody
great
can.
idea.
Yeah, anybody
a great
can, whether
idea.
the police find it first or another citizen comes along and
Mhm.
reports
Yeah.
it or adds to it. I mean,
Adds to- yeah.
there's so many possibilities.
I love that.
Yeah. Don't snitch on your street artists. That's my
So,
advice to the Portofino community.
So we've got our skate park,
That's
and
cool.
then
That is.
come around. There's 2 entrances.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Always forget to shut the door, but yeah.
Adorable.
Oh, that's so
So-
cute.
Got our dog
Oh, and there's a
park and
couple
another-
puppers in there.
Are there?
Yeah, and a food truck.
Yeah, near the tree. Look at the tree.
Yeah, people just leave their dogs unattended.
No, they're
These are just
NPC
res-
I know,
dogs.
I know. I'm teasing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
The good boys. Portofino dog.
Oh, I guess I
park.
could have used that gate. Sorry, just jumping
she
fences.
just hopped the fence. Yeah.
She's very athletic.
So there's actually like little RP hooks that we like to add.
Okay.
So there's actually
Mhm.
3 in the dog park alone.
Okay.
So for example, you can walk. So there's like right over here. You can walk over it. And
Is
it'll
it the
trigger.
poop?
Yep.
But you want me to step
Walk
in
right
poop?
over it. So yeah, if you walk over it, it will literally
Uh-huh.
trigger.
Ew, gross. You stepped in dog poo. Oh.
And you
No.
can choose to like
Wow.
RP off of it. Yep. And then this fellow over here has one.
Aw.
Oh,
So Mikey's got
That's
himself a little.
cute.
don't take his toy.
He got his little baby.
Aw. This is great.
This is amazing.
Yeah, and then there's one other one with the pet baths with the hose.
Mm.
Aw.
Oh
That's cute.
Yeah, so we have like fun stuff like that all the way around. And then sometimes we get animals or avatars that actually play animals,
no.
felines, canines,
mhm.
and the course is actually you can actually run the course too if you're.
Oh,
I was
wow.
wondering how that was going to work. If it was like you
That's
get
so
your
cool.
you get your Zuby dog to run a chorus. That's not probably how that works.
Yeah, but
It's an
there's- you
actual
can
avatar.
Actually, hmm
Yeah,
I love this.
So yeah, if it's avatar dog, you run the course and it times you.
that's so cool.
I've had avatars be dogs before. Like I said, I'm an altaholic. I will try pretty much everything.
So, and of course, it wouldn't be California without a taco truck.
You should get a taco.
I should get a taco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I get a taco? I'm just gonna cut in line. Can I get a taco in here? I sure can. Oh, I can get a churro too.
There you go.
All right. Can I get? Can I double fist it and get a churro? Oh no, it's both
Nope,
in the
just
same
one or the
hand.
other.
Okay, we'll go back to taco. There we go.
There you go. Oh, that looks tasty.
Yeah, there's some versions on the table as well.
Oops,
yeah,
I'm trying to
there's-
look at my taco.
Nice. I'll
Yum.
Oh yeah,
I'll hold
that's
the churro for you.
delicious. You'll hold the churro.
There you go. Yeah. You can have
Love
it when
it.
you're done. I can just put the churro in the taco.
Okay, I feel like are getting into innuendo territory.
Sorry.
This
Cara
isn't
just walks
Portofino
away.
after dark, okay?
Oh, true.
Unscripted.
Yeah, Portofino unscripted. That's right.
Oh gosh.
I love this.
So
This
we've
is
got
great.
like the dog gym, and then we've got the human gym down the way.
There's a gym.
There's a
No.
gym,
He doesn't
just
like it
focus
when I
on the
work
taco.
out.
a full-on gym.
I love working out.
No, you don't.
I love yoga and Pilates. Do you have that here too?
We do.
Do you have people who teach the classes?
That would be out of the community center. We do
Okay.
have occasional events where people will do yoga or Pilates or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the gym is just kind of like a self-service.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like scripted for any of the like lifestyle?
It is.
Yeah, I forget. You know, like there's
It's
the.
all My Story friendly. So at the top,
Okay.
it's SML, My Story, and Vitality compatible.
SML. I think that's the one I was doing before. I did one where I like buffed up. I became like female bodybuilder, hulked up one time. And this was pre-tour. I don't think he ever got to witness that. It was pretty bad. I was
You showed it to me.
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was like hulked
Oh
up.
no.
Oh.
So another tag, and it looks like the police found it already.
Oh, look at that. Is that what the circle one is? Is that the police?
That
Yep.
means the police found
case.
it, and they're working on it.
Gotcha. I think it's not resin clearly for me at the moment, but I see the circle. Nice.
So we've got gym out here with a pool. You could do laps in, diving board, all that fun stuff.
Fantastic.
What's the beeping? The beep beep beep.
Probably one of the machines on the inside that someone left on.
Ah,
You know, Tor,
Gotcha.
this is the avatar I did the whole beefy workout thing on. I could turn into that
know
Hulk
it is.
again, you know.
No, you don't need to do that. You need to eat that taco.
So is there like a
So-
daycare and stuff here too for the people who have kids?
Someone's actually working on a daycare, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Will it allow bot babies?
It's potential. It's potential.
Okay.
So
If you need help with that, Consuela's quite familiar with like the spray system. And
I
all
love it.
that. She's
awesome.
a big advocate for it. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a bot baby. Well, we have a bot baby.
Yeah.
Well, two. If I let Mari be a bot, she's, yeah. Sometimes I'm Mari and sometimes she's a bot.
That's
Yep.
cute.
So this is great. I love it in here.
Yeah, somebody's got music going. One of
Yeah.
these things probably has it. Yeah, so you've got the 2 rooms. This is a lot of the SML stuff in here. And then all of this out here is for my story. Everything's marked if it's my story.
Marked in what way? Like how would I
Just
tell?
in the title, if you hover over it,
Oh,
it'll
gotcha.
tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, that there's my story.
I
scripts
have
in
my
it.
hover stuff off. But I get you.
Yeah, and then each of the elevators will take you to 2 different places. So there's locker rooms, saunas, showers, tanning beds in one direction, and then the other direction over here is to the boxing rings.
Okay. Do you ever have like matches and like?
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
we've had people that like really want to get into the vitality kind of things. So
Oh, I see the supplements on the wall. That's taking me back. Look at all those
Yep.
supplements. I need some. Did you go upstairs? Oh no, you're behind the pillar. I was like, where'd you
yeah,
go?
no, it's not-
I mean,
I
I'll
figure
let
we
you
won't.
take some protein powder, but then just take a nap.
Oh man.
So yeah, you could do rock climbing, all that fun
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
We won't go downstairs because that's a whole other world down there. But from here you've got the Department of Public Works. You've got the DMV on the other side of that.
Meow.
We're losing Tor.
Yeah.
No, I was still looking for the sound. I was distracted.
He
Yeah, I
does
couldn't
that.
figure out where it was from Elaine.
My sounds are off, so I didn't hear it at all.
Oh, Christmas truck.
Cute.
Oh, I gotta fix the texture. Just walk right by that. Yeah, so I started updating the textures throughout Portofino. So with the inception of Wine Country coming, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the red brick in Wine Country, but I didn't want to have it throughout all of Portofino because I wanted it to feel different. So I'm getting rid of the red brick here, and I'll move the red brick into Wine Country.
You have a Forge
like
a
the red brick.
Friend.
We do.
Yeah,
The
that's
Forge a
popular.
Friend. Yeah.
What is Forge a Friend
It's
for?
SL's version of Build-A-Bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
The kid community is really enjoys the Forge a Friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm glad they
That's
love it.
cute.
It's-
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to update any new bears or anything in a while, but we'll get there.
Nice.
So lots to
Yeah.
Oh, and you have I love the photo booth thing too, or photo
Photo wall.
Yeah, I've got to update.
It's a great idea.
There's a bunch of submissions I haven't put up yet.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there's an upstairs. And a downstairs. No downstairs. But it's a lot of fun. The kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
And really that's the best part. So and we've got the medical center over here.
Mm,
It's a big institution.
I see that. So do you have people like give birth here at the medical center, or?
We do it all.
Wow.
We've
Oh, nice.
got maternity, we've got like the OBGYN, we've got regular physicians, pediatrics, psychiatry, plastics, because it's California after all.
Wow.
We've got
Yeah.
we've got a little bit of everything, a lot of floors.
Very
See
cool.
that?
So
I'm
we won't
telling
go in
you.
because it's easy to get lost. But
Cara, I'm hooked. I got to make some time for Portofino. There's stuff I want to do here. I'm just saying. Tour's like,
So-
Consuela, you don't have time. I know. I hear you in my voice, your voice in my head already, Tour, but yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
I know you
that's how I
didn't.
feel sometimes. I'm like, I don't have time to go everywhere all at once.
See, but I've been lurking in Portofino's groups for
Yeah,
what, like a
yes.
year now.
I mean, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I'm
She's always
watching
been excited
all
about
the
it, yeah.
things. I know. I remember the dog park thing. There was a food event. There was the dating event where I was like, man, I'm not single. But it sounded like it would have been fun. So,
It's still, you don't have to do it in terms of dating. You can still do it just to meet friends.
yeah.
So, and this is our DMV here.
Well, after today, I'm going to do Portofino proper. Like I said, I've always just kind of dropped in for things, but not like stay to do like the RP of things,
Yeah, it's a lot
So-
of fun once you get into it.
It is. It is.
So you can take your pictures here, and then here's like all your licensing. So each computer
Oh, wow.
has each of the licensing. So you just
Oh, nice.
start
Oh,
with
wow.
citizenship.
Look at all the licenses you could get. I was realizing they're
See
all
that.
different.
They're
So-
all different.
Building permit, voter's registration, boating card, liquor license, pilot's license. Hey, that's for my 747. Fishing and hunting license, concealed carry. Wow. Business registration, vehicle registration, renewal update, and citizenship. Oh, you have to register to be a citizen of Portofino?
Yeah, it gets you in our system. So
Gotcha.
so yeah, like the building permit, if you want any changes done or a house swap, you would submit that. And it's all for RP purposes. So
Yeah.
like, for
Yeah.
example, you'll submit that, the Department of Public Works will come out and maybe put up some construction equipment, and then I'll come out and do my thing.
hmm
And then they'll give the all clear. Voters registration, when it's our time to do elections, you register to vote, you just get your voter's card, and you'll have to make sure you have that when you're registered to vote. And we do cut off the registration period once we get within a certain window with elections. So that way people can't cheat the system, because you have
Makes
to have a
sense.
voter's card,
Yeah.
and you have to be a resident to vote. That's the only thing you
Gotcha.
have to be a resident for. Voter's card, you can you take the voter's test, and then get your voter's card if you pass it.
I think I could
Liquor's
boat. Maybe
license.
not drive. I could definitely boat.
So yeah, liquor's license. If you're an establishment that's going to sell liquor, you would fill this
Yeah.
out, you'll get a license and post it in your establishment.
hmm
So that way, if city services, if the inspector comes along and you're serving alcohol and you don't have a license for it, you can get fined.
hmm
So, and it's all RP money, so it's
Yeah.
all fake. Pilot's license, fishing and hunting license, concealed carry, it's all pretty self-explanatory.
Wow.
Business registration, if you want to open a business, that's in collaboration with real estate. So that way, you'll decide what location you want. You'll put that location and the prim amount you want in the business.
hmm
They will actually give you a framed business license that you can hang in your establishment, showing
nice.
that business.
That's so cool.
So vehicle registration, you can choose one of your plates over here if you want a custom plate.
So
these are what they look like.
Cara, can you refresh your textures for me on your avatar? Because I lost your... I want to be able to cam on you, and I'm like, you're all gray on my screen.
That's fine. Let me toggle my groups too, because sometimes that helps.
So, but this wall over here, I don't see them all. It could just be me at this point. I see like what look like they're plate shaped, but I don't see them, what they look like.
Yeah, I think it's the new update with, do you use Firestorm?
Right now I'm in Alchemy. So
okay, I was say the new update for Firestorm is rough.
Really? I run Firestorm too, but I don't run it as often as I do Alchemy and Aperture. So usually I don't have any trouble with Alchemy, but like you're gray to me and the wall is gray of plates. So it could just be me at this point. Who's to say? Let me check my own settings. Yeah, I'm in my zipper settings. That's usually the best. So
everything looks great here. Do you want a screenshot?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a screenshot.
Okay. These will look very familiar to you. I think some of them anyway.
Yeah, they're all based off of real life, like throughout the years.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of adapted them.
All right.
Where are you dropping
there
it?
You go.
Okay,
into our group
Gotcha.
chat.
Let me open this up so people can see. Pop that out. Open in browser. Come on, why are we? Copy link. Let me just download it. It's being done. Download. Anyway, go ahead. I was like, you don't have to wait for me.
Kind of out of curiosity, so you mentioned having Portofino sponsors. Do they have like storefronts on the sim as well as part of their sponsorship?
Yeah, they do absolutely.
Okay.
I can take you to them.
Sure.
Yeah,
You know, for any
great
prospective sponsors who might be interested, they might be able to see what they might get out of it.
Yeah, and they've got some Black Friday sales going on. Brinks with the design firm has a sale going off on her main location, and she actually offers a substantial discount to Portofino residents through the in-world store, or the store that's in Portofino.
Very nice. A good deal for joining and being a Portofino resident for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Very generous.
I see junk food.
Yeah, so here's junk food. They got a bodega.
One of our favorite stores.
Love it. So much fun.
Oh, yeah. What's the swirly in the back? I'm sorry, I've got to walk through the swirly thing.
Yep.
What are you? Oh, it's a teleport to their store. Okay.
Very cool. So, and then we've got on the opposite corner, we've got Nutmeg.
Oh, yes, Nutmeg.
Mm-hmm.
Another favorite.
Yep.
She did an amazing job in this store. It's all PBR. It's all really pretty.
Ooh, yeah. Looks very nice in here.
Yep. Well, it would if my viewer was cooperating with me at the moment.
Oh.
I think that's
trust me,
having some challenges now.
Gotcha. I mean, we have walked across several sims, so it might just be struggling.
Yeah, it's like you're streaming and you want to be high definition and all that jazz. So.
Your high definition's great, though. Right, and then we've got Urf right here. I'm probably butchering that, but
I think that's how we say it too. I don't know if we've not met the designer.
I died.
Oh, what happened?
Died?
You're both in the sidewalk.
Yes, we've fallen into the sidewalk. Sometimes that's how it is.
I see.
Is that a broken piece of sidewalk? Oh no, it's just.
No, it's me in the middle of my renovating. The textures are all forked.
It's the sim crossing. I see.
Is that what's happening?
Maybe. Fancy. Very fancy. That's a very fine piano right there.
We'll fix it real quick.
Which I think was like one of the 2 personalized pieces of furniture that I had out when Consuela first came over to my weird brick house.
Mm-hmm.
A piano, and like I had a little planet display.
Yep.
Random.
All right,
So yeah, you can see I haven't gotten to the
There we go.
new textures here, but we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got extra poses here. Another one of our wonderful sponsors. Amazing poses. So much fun.
Nice.
I'm still trying to get Cara to not be gray.
I love that ice cream shop just out on the pier. That's great.
Isn't that the
Sweet
one? Did
Scoops.
we eat at that?
Yes, that's where we came in.
That's where we came in from Madpy. And then we got in a
Yes.
van around here, and then Artie drove us, took us on a police chase.
Yes, got into it.
Sweet
Yeah.
Scoops and
Jumped the curb. Popped on 2
our barbecue.
wheels on the side, amazingly.
Mm-hmm.
our barbecue place.
Yeah.
So let's see. This way is towards the design firm. We've got our police station on the right, our post office on the left.
Oh, yeah. Sure do.
I'm surprised the police haven't come out and gotten us for all this jaywalking we're doing.
Let me tell you, they are not above stopping anybody,
Even you?
even me.
Artie, stop snitching.
It's a good thing there's no video evidence of that.
All right, and here's Bullseye.
AKA Target, not Target.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
AKA
Mm-hmm.
Target.
AKA
So,
Target, yeah.
yep, our amazing Arella / Cassidy does Bullseye for us. She's
And a
phenomenal.
Starbucks coffee.
Mm-hmm.
She custom makes everything too, so it's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Draw distance. Okay, see, look, the greeter is very helpful. It's like, are you feeling lag? We recommend going into your graphic preferences and turning draw distance down as far as you can. Well, I can do that. Let's see. Usually I have draw distance down pretty low, but we'll see.
So I love this store. I probably own everything in here. And the nice thing about this, so we do have a bank, which I could show you because it's right by design firm. We have RP money system, and you can buy anything in here with either Linden's or with the RP money.
Oh, wow. Well, that's very cool.
She's got everything.
I see that there was even like a kids
My
section.
Story. She has a My Story enabled as well. She's got my favorite, like Tree Hut branded, or Beach Hut, I should say. Scrubs. Harlow knows how much I love those.
Yeah.
Candles, art, and the art she does herself, like in real life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's an amazing artist. Yeah, it's a fun experience coming in here to shop. All right, and then we'll head kind of back the way we started a little bit and top off with the design firm this way.
I mean, we could end at the community center probably.
Because it's right there.
Because it's right there.
I'm gonna get on the sidewalk. I don't want to tempt the police.
That's fair.
I love this
Just doing my
canal.
thing.
I do too.
That's great.
So how often do people end up in situations where they fall into the canal in character?
You know, we haven't had that happen yet, believe it or
Oh,
not.
good.
Oh,
I'm
Our
impressed.
crazy sim crossings, maybe.
All
And we're back
right.
to
Good job,
leaving off
people.
leaving off where I
Staying
started.
dry.
So
Hopefully that remains.
yeah, so we've got the bank right here where you can get a debit
Mhm.
card and RP money. And then we've got the fire department across the street. And we've got more
Nice.
shops down this way.
Mhm.
Rewind video. And then this way is the design firm.
Mhm. I could definitely see enjoying just walking around this place too.
Yeah.
Just it's nice.
Huge. We've
There's
barely
some
even scratched the surface.
nice
Oh yeah, I can
residential,
tell.
more residential
Yeah.
structures over here.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
like the in-town condos.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So you've got Adventure Zone, which is another kid-friendly place.
Mm.
Kind of like, not to date myself or anything, but we've got back in the 90s they had like the Discovery Zone.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes.
So
I
that's
remember
what
those
this
well.
is. Yeah, this is based off
Okay.
of Discovery Zone. I loved that place as a kid.
A giant ball pit.
Yeah, it's literally
Giant ball
what it
pit.
Are
is.
you going in it?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, he just literally
And
jumped
it
in
like
there.
it generates balls too as you're running around on the inside. Like
It does.
Oh my goodness. And they come flying out just like they do for the kids.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
10 so and then a full on arcade here with prize booth. You can get prizes.
Oh nice.
Love it.
Back place that's ran right into you.
You're fine.
It's this wine. Public intoxication, y'all.
Very cool.
And then here's the design firm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The design firm.
To get a full-on amazing display in here.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's got it set, so if you wear your Portofino group tag. Ooh, I don't have those candles.
These are some nice pieces for
I just got
sure.
them too.
Very contemporary.
Yeah, they've got amazing stuff. And like I said, they've got a huge sale going on for Black Friday at the main store. So definitely be sure to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely one of the newer brands to hit the market right now.
Mm-hmm. We're always looking for new decor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
Very nice
PBR
pieces.
and
Yeah.
it's really pretty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, my system
And
is
then-
definitely saying it wants a relog in order for me to see most things properly. But I know we're getting to the tail end here. So, what is this structure? What are these structures behind this like wave wall? What is that?
So this is the school. This is the
That's the
elementary
school. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Each little space is a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like the building, and then I think you've got a total of 3, 6, 10 classrooms.
And so you have an active school here then? You have
We're
classes and
Yep, it's just getting started. So we've got our
Gotcha.
principal, and he's putting everything together. Got some
nice.
teachers, and each classroom is parceled, so that way it's not interfering with each other.
Very cool.
Nice.
So it'll be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then we're back at the community center.
Very nice.
Yep, full circle. That was a great tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
So you have
appreciate
like
it.
the majority of the city is in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the residential surrounding it.
Right. Well, I'm gonna pull up your profile because I don't want to do you dirty and like pushing on you when you're all grayed out. So let's see.
That's
Look,
fair.
I can't even get her profile picture to get open up.
Well, you're having a rough time.
Yeah, my system's like, okay, we're doing a lot right now. But let me
Do like a
focus.
cardboard cutout of myself.
Let me find something to push in on or something.
Do you wanna come stand near us? I'll give her a screenshot.
Yeah, come stand next to us. He'll do a screenshot, and then I'll pull that up on my internet window, and we can end on that.
All right.
Because, like I said, I hate doing anybody dirty by like, here they are, and they're like all gray and not there at their best.
Yeah. Understandable. I'm just gonna do a quick snap here.
Yeah. You gonna drop it in there?
Okay. Yeah, I will. Drop it in our group chat. I'm not doing anything fancy, just
just something that gets the job done. So we can end on a positive with everybody looking good.
Let me get you with your eyes open though. There we go. Okay. There we go. Dude.
Are you dropping it in our group chat?
Yes, it's about there.
Okay.
And
there. All right, so let's open link. Make it. Okay, it's not very big. Let me pop this.
Oh, that's a good picture, though.
Here we go. Here it is. I did it right. Sorry, it's spazzing. Okay, so let me switch over to screen so people can see us right. All right, here we go. That's what we look like. Since my I would need to relog for things to look proper, and I don't want to waste time with that. So here we are, still photo on stream. All right, so Cara, any closing comments at all in our final moments together here on Behind the Brand? I'm sure this won't be the last time you see or hear from me.
Oh, well, I'll be glad to have you. Honestly, you guys covered so much. I'm like so shocked. It's been great to have everyone joining us, and for those that are interested in hearing a little bit more about Portofino and everything we've got going on, it's such an honor, and I really hope that that we continue to grow and continue to share the RP love.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a great interview, great visit. I know I've learned a lot more about Portofino, and I really hope that folks looking for a home or looking for a community in Second Life come try out Portofino, because that's one of the things that you probably see on SL Facebook, right? People just lamenting that they're not connecting or that people aren't friendly, but they obviously haven't been to Portofino then.
Well, come check us out. And again, a huge shout out to my staff and to all of our residents. It wouldn't be a community without any of them.
For sure. All right, Tour, do you want to close this out, or you want me to do my thank yous?
You can do your thank yous.
All right. Well, I want to thank Cara for having us today. I want to thank everybody in Portofino. We've got a little bit of an audience here at these tables. So Harlow has been sitting there. I know you've mentioned Harlow a few times. Art's over there. We also have Eric and Azure and Phoenix, looks like, sitting at the tables. Thanks for being with us here in World. I want to thank the folks in chat, like Artie, who was being, I think she enjoyed being called out for her criminal activity. Then we have Jean, and Jean popped in. That Mama has been in the chat. And let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody else in the chat? Mostly Artie, which is great. Thanks, Artie, for being here, and Jean, and That Mama, and anyone who watches us later. Thanks for checking out our videos. Please be sure to share, like, subscribe. We love shining the spotlight on creators in Second Life, and that includes, like Cara, creators of communities. And I think that's so important because I know people come to Second Life for many reasons, but I feel like a lot of people come for that connection, something they may not have in their first life. And I know that you can find it here because, you know, we all have been residents a very long time, and we've definitely made connections that help us stay here. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today and spending time with us. And hopefully we'll see folks back in future videos and future streams.
Yeah, and as a final shout out to the Portofino sponsors as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great bunch. Definitely appreciate their support.
All right, and with that, we'll see you in the next video.